So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, so it is fight week, and we have what is possibly the biggest fight of the year when King Ryan Garcia takes on Gervonta Tank Davis. These two young superstars of the sport will be fighting in the junior lightweight division. This fight is a highly anticipated fight for a number of reasons. It's been clamored for years, and it's finally happening. So, in this video, I'm just going to give y'all my preview and prediction on how I think the fight will go and who will win this fight and what both fighters really need to do to be able to win this fight. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at it with another video. Today, we're doing boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia will be trading leather at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on Saturday in a highly anticipated fight that's been clamored for years. This is really one of the true super fights of, in a while for boxing, and it's very good for boxing as well. These guys set the precedent, and what boxers should do is the best fight the best. Maybe, who knows, maybe after this fight we'll start seeing other fights get made. But these guys have really done a good job on making this fight get made. Everybody's excited. The boxing community is probably at its all-time high excitement for this fight, and for good reason. Two young superstars going at it. So yeah, I'm gonna get started with the video and get into the fighter profiles and what both fighters need to do to be able to win. So we're gonna start with Ryan Garcia, 24-year-old from Los Angeles, California. He is an orthodox fighter. He's 5'10" with a 70-inch reach. He is 23-0 with no draws, and he has 19 big wins by way of KO. The guy has been a superstar of the sport since he's come into boxing, since he's been a professional. He's always been a highly anticipated fighter to watch. Also a very entertaining fighter to watch. When you put Ryan Garcia's name on anything, the amount of clout this guy has, the amount of followers this guy has on Instagram, and the sheer talent that he shows in the ring is not to be understated. This guy, when you put him on a fight, people are going to watch. For Ryan Garcia, his last fight was against Javier Fortuna, in which he knocked out Javier Fortuna with a quick left hand that you couldn't even see unless you slowed the video down, and even still, you still couldn't even see it. This guy is powerful. He's quick, blazing hand speed. I wouldn't say very technical, but he's a very smart fighter. He knows how to set up his punches through combinations. He knows how to counter fighters when they're being over aggressive. It's very underrated about him. He has a very good IQ in the ring. Obviously, his best fights have been against Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna. There are some flaws, in his game and, in his repertoire, but we're gonna get to those in a minute. The main thing with Ryan Garcia is he's gonna have to counterpunch Gervonta Tank Davis and use his reach. His reach, he has a 70-inch reach compared to a guy who's 5'5" and has a 67-inch reach. Use your jab, stay away from Gervonta Tank Davis, since he's gonna have to get close to you to be able to hit you. And once Tank Davis gets a little bit too aggressive, I think that's when you want to uncork that devastating left hand and catch Tank Davis with that devastating left hand. Even though he is an orthodox fighter, he has power in both hands. But his flaws definitely show. He is a fighter that's not really good on defense, in my opinion, and his footwork can use a little bit of work. He stands straight up. He's not really an on-your-toes fighter, and he leaves his chin exposed more times than not, especially when he's done finishing his combinations. You cannot do that against a guy who can send you to the shadow realm with one punch. Just like Gervonta Tank Davis can send you to the shadow realm with one punch. So for Ryan Garcia, I think using his jab, using distance, countering when needed, but mainly the main key for him is staying disciplined on defense. He cannot leave his chin exposed, and he cannot stay in one place for too long. He cannot leave his hands down either. If he leaves his hands down, he's most likely going to get knocked out. But if he's able to stay disciplined on defense, if he's able to use his combinations, if he's able to use his reach, I think he has just as much of a chance to win this fight as Tank Davis. Now, for the aforementioned Tank Davis, another young superstar of the sport. This guy is electric. Once again, another fighter that when you put his name on any single fight, people are going to come out to watch, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. Tank Davis, he's 28 years old. He's a southpaw. He's a short guy. He's 5'5", and he has a 67-inch reach, but he is dang powerful. He is from Baltimore, Maryland. He has 28 wins, no losses, no draws, and he has 26 big wins by way of knockout. This was the guy a couple years ago that had a 99% knockout rate. And this guy is a true superstar of the sport. There is nothing that you can say about Tank Davis that hasn't already been said. This guy is incredibly intelligent in the ring. This guy has good boxing. He can slug. He picks his punches well. Good combinations. He's a good finisher. He can do everything you ask him to do. His defense leaves a lot to be desired as well. But we'll get to that in a minute. Tank Davis in his last fight fought Hector Luis Garcia in a fight I did stream, in which he stopped Garcia, or more or less made him quit on the stool. He made it where Hector Luis Garcia couldn't see. The guy has electric power. Before that, he fought Rolando Romero, or Rolly, as you guys call him, in a fight I also streamed, in which he hit Rolando Romero, or Rolly as you guys call him, with an electric left hand that you couldn't even see unless you slowed the fight down, in which he put Romero down, and Romero did not know where he was. So, with Tank Davis, again, another electric, fighter, another electric superstar of the sport. There's really nothing you can say bad about Tank Davis. There's really nothing he doesn't do well. He can box, he can slug, he has good footwork, he knows when to pick his shots, he knows when to be aggressive, he knows when to box, he knows when to stay away from his opponents, he knows how to fight on the outside, he knows how to get close to his opponent and punish them, good body punching, he knows how to set up his shots as well, as seen with the fight with Leo Santa Cruz, in which he ducked under one of Leo Santa Cruz's punches and sent him to the Shadow Realm. I think the main issue for Tank Davis right now is possibly, I'm just saying possibly, his defense. He can get a little bit over aggressive, or he can go on these lows in which he gets caught on the ropes and he tries this little rope it up thing where he gets hit with a lot of punches. He can leave himself exposed to counter punches as well. And against a guy like Ryan Garcia, who also can put you, down for the count and send you to the Shadow Realm, you just can't do that. I think, the main offensive key for Tank Davis is going to Ryan Garcia's body, making him drop those hands and setting up Ryan for traps, to where he'll be able to catch him with his own left hand, left uppercut. No matter what punch it is, he has power in both hands. I think Tank Davis will have to set traps in this fight, go to the body, set traps for Ryan Garcia, make him get over aggressive, and then crush him with a counter left hand. I think one of his defensive keys and, one of his flaws would be don't get caught being reckless. Keep your hands up. Don't go on these lows where you get caught on the ropes and you have to find a way to back yourself out of a corner, because Ryan Garcia will light you up with some lightning fast combinations. So I think being disciplined on defense for him as well, and going to Ryan Garcia's body, will be very, very key for him in this fight. Other than that, I have no qualms with Tank Davis. He is a pound for pound fighter. This guy is an electric fighter of the sport, and I actually have him winning this fight. But let's get to that now. I have Tank Davis winning by 10th round stoppage. I think Tank Davis will take advantage of the fact that Ryan Garcia leaves his hands down, and he doesn't necessarily have the best defensive strategy in the world. He's going to stand straight up, that. And I don't think Ryan is technically sound enough to fight off his back foot, at least not consistently, to where he's going to be able to withstand the pressure of Tank Davis when Tank does decide to put that pressure on, if he decides to put that pressure on. But I do think he will catch Ryan Garcia with a left hand. If he doesn't catch him with a left hand over top, then he'll definitely catch him with a good body shot and put him down. I have Tank Davis winning by 10th round stoppage. Where they go after this fight, I don't know. But yeah, I have Tank Davis winning and continuing his rise to superstardom. for Ryan Garcia. You know, I think it will be a good fight. It could easily go the other way, as Tank is not, he has been known to leave his hands down as well, and nobody's been able to take advantage. But, you know, I got Tank winning. Leave your prediction in the comment section. Who do you guys got winning? Do you have King Ryan Garcia winning, or do you have Tank Davis winning? And how do you have them winning? Do you have them winning by knockout, by decision, by stoppage? You know, leave that in the comment section. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. That helps the channel grow. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these boxing videos. Follow me on social media, as I will be tweeting things out before the start of the fight. And yeah, hit that notification bell. I also will be streaming this fight, so be looking out for that as well. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.